Yo yo, good evening, what's good?
time, my Hey, hey, hey. What's going on this evening, morning, noon, night, whatever it may be, depending on your time zones? Welcome to a kind of late
Hey,
Saturday
good
chill
evening,
stream.
I have returned.
Hey, Zeta, what's up, buddy? Hey, whoop, hang on. Oh, what's wrong with my avatar? Oh my gosh, let me try to fix that, hang on. Why is it backed off like that? What the hell?
Got to visit family for almost all day and I had fun.
Oh, that's good to hear. Ugh, man, I need to get a better webcam. My avatar is just freaking out. Oh my goodness gracious, I'm trying to get this sorted out. Sorry.
Don't worry, bud, it's okay.
Why is my head going all over the place? That might be as good as I'm getting it. My avatar always looks like it has Parkinson's, I swear. Because of this bad quality webcam.
LOL.
Oh, it's a pain, it's a struggle. Alright. Since it's so late at night, let's not waste time and just get right into it. Let's see here. Ugh.
Next Tuesday, MK1 season of The Huntress is coming back.
Oh yeah? Alright, let's put a pause on this music here. And let's get this stream started.
Yup, since it's now repeat seasons.
Ah, maybe I should finally get into doing those then.
Like I've said before, I really like browsing the Lost Media Wiki forums to come across new topics, and this was one I came across back when it was first posted, but I never clicked on it because the title seemed weird to me. But after the thread gained 5 pages of discussion, I had to see what exactly this was, or why the search was gaining so much attention, and it's actually a fascinating mystery. The title of this thread is called Hospital Cartoon My Dad Pirated When I Was Young, posted in March 2025 by user Butler. Now, when I first came across this thread, I completely misunderstood the title. At first I thought it meant there was a cartoon this user saw at the hospital, and that their dad somehow managed to get the episodes of it. And that didn't really pique my interest, so I overlooked it, until I realized that's not the mystery at all. The thread goes on to explain the story of the cartoon, as well as where the pirating part comes in. Butler says that sometime in the early 2010s, their family grew up poor and couldn't afford cable or streaming services. So their dad would pirate cartoons from the internet so they had something to watch. And because of this, they ended up with a lot of content, both from the well-known areas of animation, as well as random and assorted content. Well, one of these random and assorted shows came back into Butler's head, but after a series of hard drive failures, they no longer have the episodes they're remembering, and cannot even find what show this was online, which is where the mystery begins. The post goes on to describe the cartoon and gives us our first details about it. The cartoon was about a pink anthro cat with Animal Crossing-esque proportions, and was primarily seen in a hospital gown. There were other patients other than her, like a purple dog who was her friend, but the pink cat was the main character. Her right eye was droopy, and I'm 90% sure it was revealed in an episode that it was just a googly eye to replace her missing one. There were some other characters mentioned too, like a fluffy blue cat doctor, 2 small lion assistants, and a bunny mascot of the hospital. The doctors all had angel wings, and it's believed the series was about teaching kids that the doctor is not scary, and that it's okay to have disabilities. The plot was vaguely described as the cat character getting hurt in some way and having to go to the hospital in every episode, but that's more or less all that is remembered. It's also pointed out that this show was 2D animated, and included in the post was a mock-up of what the characters look like, to give us an idea of what we're looking for visually. And as you could imagine, this led to a series of guesses about what it could be. There were a couple of quickly debunked ideas, like Doc McStuffins, or it possibly being a misremembering of a webcomic. And then a third potential lead that came in the form of a mascot suit that looked similar to the lions being described. While Butler even debunked this, it eventually led to the idea of the cartoon being Asian in origin. Nihao Kai Lan, Abadas, and Ethelbert the Tiger were close comparisons to its art style, while the visual style was said to be that of the original Pokemon anime. And unfortunately, there's no way to go back to the websites these episodes came from, because it would have been too long ago, and Butler doesn't even know what websites they came from in the first place. But under the assumption that this was an international show, possibly of Asian origin, there is also a theory in the thread that mentions dubs, and the fact that if it's an English dub, that itself might be lost, but episodes of the show in its original language might still be online. But like I said before, we don't know what to search to even get those to show up. Because besides the descriptions of the show itself, we don't know for sure if it was actually made for a hospital, was part of a bigger series, or was even aired on TV at all. But as far as Butler knew, the show did never air on TV, so it definitely could have been a local production too. Unfortunately, there are too many unknown variables currently that give us any indication of what this is. But perhaps the detailed character descriptions are enough to ring a bell for those who might have come across this before. The next topic I want to talk about is quite old, but man was it such an interesting unidentified mystery back when it was first brought up. I got pretty into it. Actually, a lot of the newer Lost Media fans have probably not even heard about this one before, and unfortunately, despite my best efforts back then, and the other people who were helping with the topic, we just had no idea what this could be from. But now, I might have actually pieced together the origin of this mystery, but it requires a secondary search to find. To recap the topic up until now, back in 2022, a recollection came forward on Twitter from Mike Austin, a storyboard artist at Disney TV Animation. In this recollection, he remembered a strange short from his childhood that read, "I'm desperately trying to find the name of a show/skit within a show about cats who were news anchors. They were real cats and they wore ties and stuff and had cute names. I think it aired on Cartoon Network, but I could not find anything online about it." After this post was spread around, people were sent into a frenzy trying to find what this short was, especially considering it was allegedly from Cartoon Network, deepening the interest and mystery. Mike elaborated further and gave us a time frame of late 2000s or early 2010s when they saw it, and even recalled drawing fan art of it after liking it so much. While he doesn't have any of that original fan art, we did get a mock-up photo of what the cats looked like. But even with this visual, it didn't lead anywhere back then. People had searched through all kinds of Cartoon Network variety shows like Mad, short series that aired in between commercial breaks, and even in bumper compilations from their stranger eras. The best theory at the time was that this aired as a short series in the early 2010s, similar to Hot Dog TV, which was a very short-lived series and fell into obscurity. I didn't even remember this show existing, and I watched a lot of Cartoon Network during that era. So Cat News falling into obscurity during this time would not be that
Interesting to know.
unbelievable. Eventually, the search was spread to Adult Swim content, as it wouldn't be unreasonable to assume they were actually the ones who made it, and that Mike was misremembering Cartoon Network for Adult Swim. But this was actually debunked by Mike, as it was claimed this short was made for kids, or it was at least seen on a kid's channel, which is where I think the misremembering started coming into effect, and had been steering us in the wrong direction, because of what I found while researching the topic for this video, and the evidence is quite convincing. While I was trying to refresh myself with this topic, I simply Googled the topic, thinking there was a Lost Media Wiki article or some news source I could find, besides the original Twitter thread. And I came upon a Reddit thread from 3 years ago that talks about the topic. Interestingly, this post actually uses one of my short videos as a source, and apparently, a comment in that video that I never saw before mentions where it came from. The comment says, "I very specifically remember a bumper for a stoner-centric show on MTV called Munchies, and in one scene, a character says, 'Hey, turn on Cat News,' and clips of this begin to play." Now that is a wild claim to make, because not only does it name Cat News specifically, which was only a made-up name at this point, it wasn't really called Cat News, we don't know what it was called, but it mentioned a show I had never even heard of before, called Munchies. I did a Google search for this show, and did get a couple results, only a couple of photos actually, but after doing more looking into this, it didn't seem like the same show that was mentioned in the comment. It looked like this show only aired internationally, and that alone doesn't really fit with the original recollection at all. But after a little
Goofy
more
or
looking around,
puppets.
I actually found a different Reddit thread that was looking for a show also called Munchies, but not from MTV, and instead from the Fuse channel. Apparently,
Fuse.
this show ran from 2005 to 2006, was a variety show with many different skits,
I
and
remember
is
Fuse.
almost completely lost in itself. There is one comment in this post that links a playlist from YouTube with only a handful of clips from the show, and upon watching a few of them, they're so varied and strange with short run times. Cat News fits perfectly with this style, on top of the fact that Munchies checks every box from the original recollection, except for that kids show part. I am convinced the Cat News segment is from this show, and what's more is there's another comment in that same Reddit thread that says, "Who remembers the episode with the cat that was being interviewed? OMG, I just realized my ears are shaped like triangles." The only way we'll be able to confirm this for sure is getting more episodes of Munchies found, but I have no
Sorry
idea
if you can
how
hear my
many
cat in the
episodes this show
background.
had or how often it was aired, because it's fallen into extreme obscurity. There aren't even any full episodes online, and it doesn't look like it was ever streamed anywhere either. The best I can say is check your VHS tapes if you remember watching this show.
Oh
and
my
maybe
gosh, why is
we'll
my
cover
as I
both
hear
Cat
them.
News and more of Munchies.
Yeah.
Now we're going to move on to a topic that I haven't talked about in a long time, but one that has been gaining new traction and leads that were not being discussed before, which is kind of crazy that I'm beginning the segment this way, since it has to do with SpongeBob Lost Media. You'd think we'd have a better idea of what this is, but believe it or not, there are a lot of unidentified SpongeBob topics that people are still on the hunt for, though this one is seemingly the most popular right now, and has benefited from word of mouth in the past. I feel like we're just a few keywords away from actually finding this piece of strange lost media, and I even have a little update with the details for you guys too. You might have heard about this topic before, as it's commonly referred to as SpongeBob Pear, and it comes from a thread posted in March 2024.
The red
on
eye
Lost Media
Squidward
Wiki
is only
forums
lost
by
media
user
I can
Jimcat,
think of.
though had been originally shared on Reddit
Oh,
a
yeah.
couple years prior. The gist of this story is that sometime in the late 2000s on Nickelodeon, a bizarre alternate version of the intro of the show was seen on the channel. It's recollected that this opening had replaced Painty the Pirate with a simple painting of a pear fruit without any dialogue, before it cut to a CGI model of SpongeBob's house as a band was superimposed onto it and played a unique version of the theme song. Now, upon a first read, this topic itself seems really strange, and there is already a huge question mark at the end of it, because it's outright stated this could be a bizarre dream, and not something that actually existed. But after this topic was shared around, other users came forward with memories of what was being described. Though this was immediately followed by suggestions on other things that it could have been confused with, as well as the belief that it was made up entirely. Well, at this point nothing could really be proven or disproven. Jinteg did some looking around themselves and ruled out that it was a specific promo advertising a special, something international or from a theme park, and a consensus had been reached that it was a skit or bumper used to fill time. And actually, this is basically all that was collected for the remainder of 2024, until N the Flush posted a much more detailed recollection in early 2025 of what they remembered this opening to be like. Not only further validating the memories of those who recalled it, but also more details to help narrow down what it is we're looking for. This includes that an announcer spoke at the end of this skit, and that it was promoting some kind of new episode or event. Additionally, the band was recalled as having 4 people in it, with male vocals, and that the band itself was pop-punk in its sound, something like My Chemical Romance, though it's not believed to actually be them. And the Flesh also corroborated the late 2000s timeframe, though did extend its endpoint to around 2015 at the latest. After a little more discussion, a mock-up of the pair painting was made, and then the decision made to instead shift focus from the SpongeBob route to the band route, and try to identify who it was singing in the first place. Since the pair had been considered an enigma of this topic, it was theorized that maybe the fruit had some kind of connection to the band, like it's their logo or a reference to some of their other work. The plaid clothing identifier has also heavily been used to search, in that the people were either wearing plaid skirts or kilts. User Flower Princess added some more specifics to this that they remembered, including that one of the singers had spiky black hair, and that the plaid was actually seen on their shirts, as well as confirming that 2009 timeframe. Jinteg has stated that they've looked through hours of commercial compilations and found nothing, while no one else has been able to find any pair imagery that is connected to the band either. I did a quick look myself recently, and did find some music-related promos from 2009, and a SpongeBob event which DJ Patchy hosted, which seems to add legitimacy to that being the right year. Currently, I think there is enough evidence to prove this topic is indeed real, but it is still unknown how many details are being misremembered or by how much. But I do believe it was connected to some kind of special event or promotion and was not made without a bigger purpose. Taking all of this info into consideration, it seems like a pop-punk band with 4 members wearing plaid from the late 2000s are the most commonly agreed upon memories. And since searching for SpongeBob Band or SpongeBob Pair didn't get us anywhere, once the band can be identified successfully, it could directly lead us to the promo, or at least give us confirmation about it. Like, I can totally see this just being mentioned in the trivia section of some band's Wikipedia page, and it's just that nobody knows how to find that band. In fact, the one thing I have always thought about when searching for this topic is that really weird promo from 2001 that I found in a playlist on YouTube, where 3 guys in Hawaiian shirts sing about new episodes of SpongeBob. Clearly this is not what's being remembered, but my point stands that this is just so obscure, I had no idea it existed until I found it. And if someone had remembered this and made a thread called Dudes in Hawaiian Shirt Intro, we'd have no way of coming across this upload by searching with those terms. In fact, if it hadn't been for the thumbnail with the singer's face in it, I probably never even would have clicked on it or seen it in the first place. I also found this really obscure SpongeBob commercial from 2003 that only aired internationally and featured music from a band called Royksop, which I've never heard of before. What I'm getting at with these examples is that it's possible this pair band is already online, and we just don't know how to get Google to index it. Either that, or maybe it really is some super obscure band that no one has ever heard of and has become forgotten simply because their music or presence is not widely known.
Lots of
but I do feel like
interesting
we're close
lore,
to
I'm
solving this
liking
one,
it.
and only a couple more
Yeah.
good memories could lead us to finding it. The last topic of this video is one that's very fascinating to me, and dabbles more into the lost merchandise side of things. Well, it's not...
Okay, that giant controller and the guy karate punching it or whatever, that was actually kind of funny. I like that.
quite a piece of lost media itself. it does have an unidentified origin, and what I believe it might be from actually is lost media. I figured this would be a good video to discuss it, though I admit this is probably a topic that literally no one else on this planet cares about except me.
Sega
You guys are
controller.
probably going to think I'm crazy caring so much about this, but I'd like to talk about a piece
They need
of
to
paper.
add that to
But it's
MK.
no ordinary piece of paper.
Sega controller.
It's a piece of paper I've only ever seen once, and have no idea where it came from. Let me explain. As a collector of retro games, specifically the Japanese Sega Saturn and FM Towns Marty console, there are a lot of different components that define a complete game. Unlike in the US, where a complete game is typically just the disc, manual, and case art, a complete game in Japan has more contents. With Saturn, for example, a complete game also includes the obi or spine card and registration card or postcard. Depending on the game, some will come with extra pamphlets, while some games
Definitely
were never
next
even
level if the
packaged with
Sega
registration
controller
cards
is
at
added
all.
for test
But
your
generally
might.
speaking, the
Yeah.
obi and the registration card are the two components that are common across most games. However, with FM Towns Marty games, there is no universal rule as to what a complete game is. Some games only come with a registration card and manual, while some come with several registration cards, and others even come with game catalogs or extra inserts. Not only that, but there is no master list for these documents, and with FM Towns Marty games being notoriously hard to find nowadays, even finding listings of known complete copies of games can sometimes be impossible, which is where this mystery begins. Not too long ago, I was looking for FM Towns Marty games on Yahoo Japan, and came across a copy of Splatterhouse that caught my eye. Now, this version of this game is one of my favorites of all time, so I've already gone out of my way to find a copy for myself that came with its manual and registration card, everything I had ever seen the game come with, until now. I noticed that this recent listing of the game
Is that
strangely
Jason LOL?
included an extra piece of paper that
No, that's not Jason. It's a completely original character to the game. He's I don't know why he wears a Jason like costume. I have no idea about that. I just know it's a dude whose girlfriend gets kidnapped and he has to go through all these monsters and creatures and fight through them to save his girlfriend. I think it's actually one of those games that at the end, spoilers by the way, I think it turns out it was all like a movie set they were filming or something like that. I don't know. Something like that.
that mine didn't have. It was a small folded sheet that looked like it could have been a second registration card, but upon translating it through Google, it revealed that it was actually advertising a computer repair service for the FM Towns computer systems. Now, these FM Towns Marty games could be played on the Marty console, but were basically made for the FM Towns computer systems. So the inclusion of this paper was not strange for that reason.
So
And instead
Johnny
It was
Cage
strange
became
because I wondered
superhero
why it was
Jason.
there. I have never seen this piece of paper with any other
That's a nice fan art idea. Johnny Cage as the Splatterhouse guy.
copy of Splatterhouse that had been photographed online, or with any other FM Towns game in general. Well, it seemed more likely that this paper had been placed there by its owner, rather than every copy of Splatterhouse Online being incomplete. I just couldn't be sure of this, and continued thinking of explanations I could prove without a doubt. So I looked over its text once more for clues, and I did get a lead. I noticed that it mentioned referring to the warranty, which must have been talking about paperwork that came with the unit. But there was one problem with this idea. I don't have an FM Towns computer. So there was only one
Next
thing
Who
we could
does?
do to solve this mystery.
Friday the
Simply find a
13th
complete
Caged
paperwork
Hero.
set from an FM Towns computer system
Yes.
and see if this card is in there. If its origin is that
Idea
of the paperwork
asterisk.
package,
Yeah.
it confirms the seller just added this piece into the Splatterhouse box itself, and that it did not originally come with this. But if it's not in the computer paperwork, then I would be more convinced it did indeed come with the game. Now, unfortunately, this is where the search hit a dead end, because I could not find a complete paperwork set for the FM Towns computer anywhere online. That in itself is lost media. Nobody has archived or scanned the documents that came with that computer. The closest I could find was an old Facebook Live video, and they did show a bag of paperwork for a moment, but didn't lay out all the contents, and who knows if this is even a complete set either. Now, even if the paper is not seen with the original documents in a computer set, it still leaves the possibility open that this particular copy of Splatterhouse was simply a first printing of the game, which maybe included that paper originally. So it's not that mine and every other copy online is incomplete, it's just that our copies never included this paper in the first place. But that is something I'd never be able to prove without a doubt because I don't know the release history of the game. But until we have an answer for the paper, as well as the rest of the topics in this video, they'll definitely remain a mystery. Hey guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. Be sure to check out some of my other Lost Media videos.
Yes, go check out L.SuperSonicQ. He's really good for the Lost Media stuff. Alright. Oh god.
That was good.
Yes. Let me a good old Lost Media video. Oh my gosh. This. Okay, so I found these videos scrolling through TikTok, and I love them, and I'm glad to see that the guy who makes them posted it on, posted the videos to YouTube as well. Just behold. It's not really much I could explain, just behold it. Marcus and the hunt for Jimbo James. Let the video
Marcus,
speak for
I told
itself.
You can't come into work.
How have you been?
I'm good, Marcus, but I
Let's
really
do
don't
it.
think you should come into my job. I'm no offense, but everywhere you
I'm
go
here
is
to make amends with the cartel.
the cartel. Marcus,
They've taken Jimbo James.
who is
Well, there's-
Jimbo James?
Well, that is, I hear that music. I'm gonna have to remove that when I go to upload it.
Who is Jimbo James? Marcus, what are you doing?
Don't shoot me, stop!
Hey, do you guys mind? All right, I'm trying to.
I
Listen.
tried putting this thing in my anus.
I'm sorry.
What?
Marcus, please. Marcus,
It
please.
didn't work.
What in the
We
actual
need to talk. All right,
is that?
Marcus.
I don't know. He kind of looks like the worm guys from the Men in Black movies. Maybe that's what that model is supposed to be, but he is just amazing to watch.
I can't have you showing up to work,
I
man.
wonder if they have hemorrhoid cream around here.
We do. We have it. Would you like me to take you to the? Where are you going? Would you like me to take you to the aisle, Marcus? It's not your size. It's not your size.
What the fuck?
What do you mean? What the fuck? Look, Marcus. All right. Whatever you need, we'll put in a cart. Look. No offense, but wherever you go is very accident prone. A lot of bad things happen when you're around, and I'm at work, and I really can't afford. Well, you're inside of me, Marcus. I can't afford to get fired. All right. Look, I'll even give you a discount. All right, I'll give you an employee discount.
Okay.
Okay. So what do
Okay.
you need?
Jimbo James.
I don't
need
know
to
who
find
Jimbo
him.
James is. Is there any reason to believe that Jimbo James can be inside this Kmart?
You don't understand what Jimbo James has done.
Deep voice our worm.
Okay.
I think that's mainly what makes it so funny is that, I don't know, it sounds like one of those text-to-speech or AI voices or something. That's what makes this thing so funny is just that deep, serious voice of his.
Look, I'll go around and
The cartel can't be reasoned with. I'm here to make amends.
oh, okay. Look, do you want me to go over the intercom and ask if anyone's seen a Jimbo?
I
Where
want
are
to
you
kill
going?
That rat.
What rat? Oh, there's a
Agreed
rat.
on that part.
Welcome to Kmart. We're
What's happening?
Robert, help.
What?
just have a question. Our associates will be glad to help you anytime.
What happened?
Oh no!
Excuse me. I'm gonna have to ask you to leave,
I
please.
failed.
You didn't do anything. You just tripped over it. Hi, Marcus.
There's been numerous injuries.
Oh shoot. A rat.
Yeah, oh shoot! It's a rat!
What do you mean there's been multiple injuries? Marcus, please, Marcus, listen, we gotta talk, alright? I really need...
Salted seasoning, Robert.
Marcus, look,
What?
I don't want to lose my job. Whatever you need, let's just go get it real quick. We'll get you out of here, in and out like a fast food Are you touching me? In and out like a fast food restaurant. We'll
touching
get
me?
you out of here super fast, alright? What do you need, Marcus? You needed some cream or something? What else do you need?
We need to clean up my goopy, Sticky. Discharge.
Okay.
Ew.
That's no problem, all right? We have a janitor that does that, all right? Anything else you need?
That's not too bad of an idea. Sounds like a deal, Mr. Stranger. I like the way you think.
Jimbo James.
Who is Jimbo James?
Ah.
I
What?
don't think there's anyone here named Jimbo James.
It's so random.
He made a big nana with the cartel, Robert.
A
Okay,
big
well, I don't
no-no.
really think that
A big no-no.
cartels hang out at Kmart. No offense. Where's he going? Guys, have you guys seen anyone named Jimbo James?
I haven't, but there is like 7 to 8 people trying to like apply for a job here.
Hey Marcus, I gotta
This
get
is
to
going for
work.
interview too.
I'm not going in for an interview. I work here. I'm
going to
Turnwick.
shoot this one.
Don't shoot me. Don't shoot me.
Marcus?
Please don't shoot me.
We don't need to. I'll ask him to leave the store. We really don't need to resort to violence.
Please don't shoot me. Don't make me leave. This is my only job. Please. I can't turn. Don't do that. This
Look,
is my
you work
only
here, okay?
job.
I need you
Send
to make
that
sure
thing
that
to the
Marcus gets
nether
whatever he needs,
LMAO.
all right? And that we get him out of here before the cartel comes
boss.
here, okay? I'm gonna go do some interviews, okay? All right, Marcus, this guy's gonna take care of everything you
Okay.
need, all right?
Oh, what are we looking at?
Is there something on the ceiling? What's he doing? Is he collapsing?
Please, take care of him. Probably you pissed him off.
Get up. Get up. I grab
Apologies.
you. Get up. I'm sorry. I'm
My
sorry,
bad.
Marcus. I'm sorry.
My mind
You're
lagged.
fine, man. All right, I'm gonna go do those interviews now. All right, this guy's gonna take care of
I'm
everything.
going to fuck you.
Okay.
Excuse me?
Don't fuck me. Please
Look,
don't
Marcus.
fuck,
Marcus.
don't fuck me.
We're in a public setting, you know. I don't think we can do that here, Marcus.
Oh my god.
Okay,
Excuse
okay, that's good.
me.
He understands.
What?
I didn't mean it.
Oh, okay.
Okay,
It's just
okay.
Just a joke, or
He's just joking. Are you stroking my face, Marcus?
Oh, now I'm out.
Don't shoot
Not really, it's too soon.
Whenever I go to you, stop trying to shoot me. Marcus, hold on. I'm
yeah, make sure he gets whatever he needs.
coming through.
What? Why is Marcus in the office? You're supposed to be giving him what he needs to get him out of here.
found
We
a
got
lead.
we found a
To Jimbo
lead.
James.
You found a lead to Jimbo James?
I've captured a cartel
Yes.
member, Robert.
What the hell is going on? Okay, I hate the fact that he might actually be onto something. Okay, what's going on, sir?
He said, I hate the fact that he might actually be onto something here.
with all due respect, what is happening here?
I am just here to help my friend to try to find a
Where
seance
is
with
he?
Nuke, remember?
What am I watching?
I don't know who you're talking about! And damn!
Where's Jimbo
We're watching magic happen.
James?
I have never heard of any Himbo dames. What are you? what do you even
Himbo
mean?
Dames.
I'm not a part of
Himbo
it.
I'll
James.
get Mr. 50 number 2 out.
Wait, Marcus, are you sure this is the right guy? Are you like, what makes you think that this dude knows
It's
anything?
the guy.
Not really.
Oh. Sir, please, with all due respect, go run. Get out of here. Go.
Tickles your thigh.
Oh, wait, hold on, Marcus. Wait, Marcus.
How did you get in here?
All I'm watching is a Men in Black worm demon just doing what in the world?
I know, like I said, I just randomly came across this on TikTok, and it was just one of the most bizarre but hilarious things I've ever seen. I'm so glad I came across it.
Hey, Marcus, I don't mean to be rude. You just kind of came out of nowhere. I was talking to my employees.
Why are we rolling on the floor?
Rolls.
Sneaky.
No, that's very sneaky. Hey, Marcus, so you keep talking about your friends like Jimbo James and all them. Am I gonna meet any of them anytime soon?
Though lurking within the mountains.
The mountains?
Sort this place as a safe haven. I know he's going to return.
Who's returning?
Probably Jimbo James.
Jimbo James.
Yep.
Why don't you bring him by sometime and I could get to know him?
Big blinky badinky boo boo boppity bop bones.
What on earth?
Is that his nickname? No. Okay.
Kitty.
Kitty? You guys look really similar. You might be related.
I was about to say, that looks like another worm person dressed like Marge Simpson.
Not possible.
You could never be related to that. Don't be rude, Marge. Why is that not possible?
They said I could never be related to that.
What are you doing to that barrel?
Why is he throwing it back?
I'm alone.
You're alone? Okay, but that doesn't mean you guys can't be related. I mean, I'm sure you
traveled alone.
Yeah.
It's a sad life, Robert Malecki.
I'm sorry to hear that, Marcus, but you got friends like me, right? But surely you have
Why?
like a
Is
mom
it
or a
throwing
dad
it
out
down?
there or something, right?
Give you a little kiss.
Oh, thanks.
Mwah.
That one was on the lips. That was very wet.
Ew.
So do you have parents, Marcus? Any
My
parents?
mother is dead.
Oh, that's sorry
I'm
to hear that.
Yeah, that's sad. I'm sorry.
The mafia got her.
The mafia?
We have ties with the Russians, Robert.
The Russians?
Oh my goodness.
The Russian mafia.
Are you talking to me through your legs? Okay.
Wallace looking up.
Oh
old are you,
yeah,
Marcus?
Wallace is over there. I see. Yeah.
Marcus, just ignore him.
42.
He's like more. He kind of looks like a more realistic depiction of Wallace.
42? How long does your species usually live?
43.
Wow, you don't
oh
have much
no.
time left, do you, Marcus? It's a very specific number, 43.
Oh, I didn't see you there.
Are you sure? You walked directly at me.
Hello, Robert.
Hi, Marcus. It's good to see you.
Jimbo James got out, Robert.
Jimbo James?
The mafia got him out of El Salvador prison.
Uh-oh.
You can thank Big Badinky Bones for that.
Who is Big Badinky Bones? Is he someone else?
I've tracked him coincidentally.
Okay.
To the region in which your most land purchase was.
My most land purchase was?
What does that mean?
Right, okay.
Right, okay.
How have you been?
I've been good. I was about to go check up on this gas station. You want me to buy you some snacks? Oh no, it's the green guy.
Do they have?
It's the freaking green guy. Look,
Oh my God, Marcus!
green guy, frog guy, they don't like you, man. I'm sorry, all right?
What do you mean they don't
Dear
like me?
God, shut
What
your
do you
damn
mean?
mouth, you insufferable, contorted, shriveled testicle, having dumb
Marcus,
ass tadpole.
stop!
Oh!
Marcus, stop!
Oh! Marcus got your ass. And yeah, I have seen some people complain that the green guy there is kind of annoying. No offense, little dude, you kinda are. But damn, Marcus, you ain't had to do him that hard.
Marcus,
Oh my God. Did you just insta-give him? Like, where did he go? He just vanished.
Robert,
Yeah.
don't
Yeah.
let this get out.
Okay, I'm not going to tell anyone. Don't worry.
I hope they have corn chips.
Certified broken frog moment.
What's he doing? It's like dancing.
This isn't Jimbo James.
Oh, okay. Where's Jimbo James?
This is Jimbo James.
That's Jimbo James.
We finally meet Jimbo James.
Yes.
This is the guy that escaped prison.
He only speaks Cantonese.
Oh.
I'm sorry. Nice to meet you, Mr. J. I'm gonna be honest, Marcus. I was expecting. I don't know what I was expecting, but
He's
that's not
doing
it.
his best.
He's doing
No,
his best.
he looks like a really nice guy. Do you guys need a?
He's a convicted felon.
No, yeah, I've heard the stories. Steal a police car?
Who did that?
Who did that?
Well, okay, where's your guys' vehicle?
Right here.
Ow! What the hell, man? You guys are stealing my car?
Get in.
Let's go, Marcus.
Jimbo James. Get in.
Are you gonna go with them, Jimbo? You guys forgot Jimbo James.
Oh no, and ran the other guy over.
Welcome back, everyone. Oz here. And today I've got some oh no, consequences.
Oh, well, you're gonna have to hold that thought, Oz, because, your work video.
Buddy, I think I'm good.
Yeah, I know it was bizarre, but that's why I loved it. I love out-of-pocket, bizarre, random shit like that. Okay, what else we got on the list here? Oh, Microwave Society. Facebook is a wasteland.
I have no clue what I just witnessed.
the two of us.
Yeah, I know. It's definitely one of those, like, you're entertained by it, but then when it's over, you're like, what did I just watch?
On Reddit for old people Facebook.
I haven't looked at old people Facebook in forever, but it's always makes me laugh.
Oh.
My daughter Kimberly is bringing her college roommate Megan home for Thanksgiving. They were roommates in college in 2009 and have been roommates ever since. Friendship is such a blessing.
Eva, Kimberly is a lesbian.
Especially
God
the
bless.
muscle
And
variant.
they were roommates.
Oh, yeah, and what was funny is the muscle variant had, like, a little squealy voice. He had, like, a high-pitched voice. Yeah, I was gonna say, I don't think they were just roommates, Grandma.
Eva, Kimberly is a lesbian. God bless.
And they were roommates.
Gay man.
Yeah, oh my god, they were roommates.
Gay men.
Richard.
Honey, This is not the web browser.
Fake. Look at the flag, moon landing. Beautiful deer, congrats.
Yeah, old people have no concept of AI and think it's the funniest thing in the world.
Oh,
Yep.
I love when old people like redo their profile pictures with AI to look skinny or something.
Yeah. And then all the other old people friends are like, wow, Margaret, you lost 80 pounds in a day?
And let's just
they're in
say
a-
these roommates have different plans.
Oh, shoot, I was just gonna say something. What was it? Oh, I'm sorry, Johnny. I didn't mean to almost kick you. My bad, buddy. I almost kicked my dog. I didn't know he was there. Oh yeah, the AI thing. I was gonna say, because they always fall for it. It's funny growing up, like our parents would say, don't believe everything you see on TV or you read on the internet or whatever. And then, what are they doing? Exactly the thing they taught us not to do. Ain't that ironical?
The Slotomania supergroup. It's just Larry David.
Hi there, William. Good to see you today. I hope you're having a great day. Been in and out of my house 24/7. Break in and put more dog and cat feces in my house. About 200.
200?
What?
Yup, so
Thinking of
ironically.
getting a donut this afternoon and maybe some tea. Okay. They put more cat shot and dog shots in my house.
I have no dogs or cats. Time to sue my neighbors. I
Well,
want to know
damn.
who is bullying this old lady with dog poop.
I want to bully this old lady.
More importantly, is this old lady just forgetting that she has a dog?
They won't let me post on
Probably.
my page. We'll call police.
Hello, 911. I can't use Facebook.
Another message to Cobb's Bakery. My dog.
She's got a dog. My dog are your horrible croissant. He are
What?
Oh, this is the one I wanted to read from the other day. The end is near. Repent immediately.
Oh my god.
Cheese. Cheese goes hard.
Not only that, it was posted in a crochet group too.
Yeah. Block all nude picture.
Block all sex pictures. No nude sex pictures on my Facebook.
Whoa.
Old people using the best backgrounds for their posts
Right?
will never not be funny.
Freaking like
For
poop
real.
emojis to your cousin died.
Did anyone see what happened at CVS last night around 7:30? Tons of cops and fire truck?
Ooh. Singular
Uh-oh.
fire
Yeah,
truck.
just one. That means it's not too bad. They probably only burned to death a little bit.
I didn't request to join this group. Do not get in touch with me again.
That's not how groups work.
LOL.
Not at all. You have to go through a verification process.
Yeah.
Oh, like a lengthy one.
Like, pay attention to what you're clicking on. Gaming headset, $30.
Hello, is this still available?
New in the box.
It's just guys being guys. It's just
Guys being dudes. You open
Guys
the box. it's
being
just a picture.
dudes.
It's just that picture printed out. Out of halibut. Oh no.
with press.
Hour. Oh halibut. Oh no.
Not the hour of halibut.
Hour of halibut.
Hour of
In a
halibut.
public bathroom today, overhearing a guy in the stall having a Seymour.
Is there an additional picture? No. Okay. Thanks.
No, it's just that.
Helpful. Well, today is a good day and a bad day. I'm glad because we have President Trump, and I'm sad because I ran over my sweet Annabelle and Pappy, had to put her down. It broke my heart.
Oh no! Oh my
Trump
gosh!
2024, but also my pet is dead.
Priorities.
I hope it's a pet, anyways.
No, that was their grandma.
Just I ran over my granddaughter. My Pappy had to shoot her.
That's yeah. That the Annabelle doesn't sound like a dog.
That's probably a cat. Do not text me again.
You.
Text cost money. Never text me again. Cancellation of Facebook is my next.
That does not prevent
What?
texting.
Cancel Facebook over someone texting him.
What? This guy doesn't keep track of his bill. Oh. H. H. Let's go. Pillsbury
H.
Doughboy dated 1971
Asterisk
rubber.
face with tears of joy.
$12.
Look at his face.
About
Oh hey! I saw that Santa Claus. Why are you making a Santa Claus whisker? It's like the end of spring into summer, dude. Yeah, Tenzin's here. Hey, buddy.
6 inches tall, in great shape, on back of neck, marked TFC
I've had this for a while.
1972.
Hey, look, I'm
Goofy off.
selling this.
God forbid we use the back camera.
Hold on, I'm gonna take a picture like that. Selling Viking gnome, $2 or more. Hello, is there somewhere downtown I can see Kuipertor? Chiperter. Hope I spelled it
Chiperter.
right. I am having trouble with my lower neck. My back hurts. I hope you feel better, but like chiropractor.
I used to
My
freeze
neck,
milk when
my
it was
back,
on sale.
my
Half
crippling anxiety
gallon
attacks.
Late plastic freeze fine, but gallons need a cup removed to keep the plastic from bursting when the milk freezes. When thawed, it seems to last forever without spoiling. There is one brand that's separated when it is thawed. I won't tell you the brand because I might not get it correct after all of these years. The other
okay.
brands all thawed and were perfect.
Well, that's insanely helpful for literally no one. Like, hey, one of them sucks. I'm not going to tell you which one, though, but most of them are fine. Also, don't do that.
Oh, here we go. This is some good stuff.
Anonymous participant of Jigsaw Puzzle Lovers. I will be leaving this group. Jigsaw Puzzle Lovers. Too much controversy.
What? In a jigsaw puzzle community?
I like the AI answers like, what caused it? Why'd leave? Can it be resolved?
Have you ever accidentally hit one of those and then you've just been taken to a messenger notification?
And you can never get rid of it, yeah.
Oh, here we go. Has anyone seen pictures of button quail splatch?
Splatch?
Has anyone pictures of button quail splat?
I realized it said anyone.
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 Has anyone picked
My
or
husband is cheating on me. What can I do to stop him from cheating? One like.
Oh my god.
Oh, under the Donald J. Trump for President 2024.
Red poopy
LMAO.
$5
Red
for
poop.
red poopy seeds.
Instead of poppy, they wrote poopy. Red poopy seeds. Okay, I'm sorry. I have the humor of a 12-year-old boy or something. I'm sorry. Poopy seeds.
I can make you some red poopy seeds.
Don't you just love when the poopies bloom in the spring?
Until a few years ago, Eastern.
Oh, mods. Get that Banny Vader spammer.
Eastern eggs for the children. Not
It's all
anymore.
good, we all been
I
there,
don't
buddy.
see them. That's
Yeah.
the reason. With thanks to my daughter, my son got his Eastern eggs. We met him in Coventry as he lives in London. Sad, but I have to live with it. Did you ever go Eastern egg hunting?
Dude, I love Eastern. It's almost Eastern now,
We all
actually.
have that
I cannot
type of
wait.
Is this
humor.
our Easter video?
I can't
Yeah.
wait to see the
Some
Eastern
words are
bunny.
just funny,
get
no
all
matter how
those
old you
Eastern
get.
eggs. Happy Eastern, everybody. I am quitting because of inappropriate mean posting about our president. Okay.
President.
California. He's quitting the whole state.
I feel as though the state
President.
of California would not take this stance.
Does that mean the state of California is quitting, or is it someone quitting California? Oh, here we go. Good riddance to the U.S. Department
Easter
of
already passed.
Education?
Yeah?
What is New
Yeah, it's an
Hampshire's
older
plan?
video, sorry.
Oh, good. A YouTube live link. My favorite.
Oh, lovely.
It's almost like the YouTube live we're going to do here in like 20 minutes.
How ironic. If I let my chicken free range, will they go back to coop to have their eggs?
There.
Their eggs.
Yes.
Their chicken.
Yes. That's like asking if a bird makes a nest, will it go back to the nest?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yes.
really.
Yes, it will. That's the entire point of the nest, is that they go back somewhere. But being locked in a room with your nest is objectively worse. You know what?
Just remember, if they're free range, they're going to have their eggs.
Farm fresh eggs. Oh, yes. It's called the call of the of wild. The call of Bob Whites can be heard. Bob White? Does this mean Bobcat? Can be
I think
heard.
it's supposed to be bobcat.
No. Bob White is an actual type of bird because I remember they call them Bob Whites. Well, I think this is why. Because their call sounds like they're saying Bob White. It's like Bob White? I don't know if you got that whistle, but yeah. And it's like, Bob White?
It's
To be heard by humans at a quarter of a mile period. I quail hunted as a young boy from 9 to 16 years old.
my dad taught me how call the male Bob White quail in close. Okay, so a Bob White's a kind of quail.
We mimicked
Yeah.
the female. We literally call them in and they would light in a tree of us. I
What?
would kill birds that we called to us. The quail would regroup before sunset. You always could hear them calling each other. It's said that the Bob White call is silent.
That had like a Joker monologue vibe to it. It's called
Right.
The Call of Wild. That's my grandma right there. Just how's the fur babies did they get out
Period.
of yeah, did they get out of house?
All right, here we go. Nothing, thank you at the moment. Sorry, I don't understand.
Thanks
don't-
for offering. I keep you in
I
mind.
didn't.
Sorry, I don't know how we've been connected. I didn't contact you.
I didn't you either. No worries. People just forget that they've talked to people. Like, no, I'm good.
Especially on Marketplace.
Oh my God, yeah.
Hello, I'm Linda, and something to know about me is. Thanks, Linda.
Heck yeah, Linda.
Linda,
Hope you're doing
you,
good.
forgot
I do
to
not
finish
like
the sentence.
shopping online.
Before you
I
posted.
wanted mauve curtains, old fine line, hundreds of inks and blues. So bought white ones online. Awful. Like a plastic, really, for my bedroom.
Old to find a nylon line. All right, here we go. Well said, Terry. And unless people vote with their pockets and stop shopping in the big supermarket, Sainsbury's today, wow, prices are rising fast. And stop paying C/tax. Not used to fund local services. Oh, not used to fund local services, but goes to central government. So just another tax. Then things will become much worse. I did not say a word at all.
I don't know who put this on page.
Let's go, Terry.
Terry never said nothing.
Just woke up. Can't stop itching. Help me by praying it away in Jesus' name, amen.
Oh my
I want to pray
goodness.
over Sharon's crabs.
We just lift up Sharon in prayer that she would stop itching.
Always know your car's value with Carvana Value Tracker. This
Christopher, waving to your drivers. Love your drivers. They know me.
Do they?
Yes, man with no profile picture.
Hi. Hi, Carvana.
This is fiction. What is the motive?
You waste our time.
Online yard sale.
This is a fiction.
Oh my
It's a yard
gosh.
sale.
You know what? Heck yeah. Look at this man.
Levi jeans for $20. Are they the ones that he's wearing?
Look at that turkey. Yeah, it's those jeans right there.
Dang, I want a turkey now.
Can we use that one?
Description,
nice looking
good 31,
roast turkey.
32. Is that Gary Busey? That's Levi jeans, $20.
Sure. Butter shosh.
Butter. Let's talk about buttered sausage. Buttered sausage, what it is, where it comes from, what is it doing to my face? Get out of my face.
Oh, here we go.
In search of room for rent price, preferably right in town.
What does dent rent mean? Was charging a girl $400 a month. She never paid me and ate my food. Said I would have to evict her. Challenge accepted. 3 days she moved on. I don't even like that dude. Good luck. Still not sure what it means though.
What?
The worst part is we'll never know what dent rent means.
No, I know. No questions were
Asterisk
answered.
Very
scrolling on the
sad.
floor
No one
laughing.
knows what these women are going through, and no one knows what they have been praying for them to make better choices. Yes, I agree with you 100%. Show the pictures of the men who paid these women.
Interesting. Show the picture of the men who pays these women.
Yeah.
What?
Oh!
Hadn't drank any type of alcohol since last year until just a few days ago playing cards and not having straight spirits that my body was probably not
LMAO.
prepared for. I made a post that I was looking for a good woman and that I was a good man and that hurt people over the last 20 years. This
What?
is all accurate stuff, but also not accurate. I have had ballroom fights and I've always won. These have been defensive fights. I was not looking for trouble. I love a good time with friends and family. I have never put my hands on a female. My fights were in every case was with a man that wanted to test my limits. I'm 58 years old and I don't want to fight no one. I just want people to appreciate my cooking talent and love my best friends, which are my dogs. If I said anything that took my respect from you, I do apologize. tomorrow I will be pit roasting a porchetta, then high temp rotisserie cooking it to crisp skin perfection if you are interested.
I am very interested, actually. That sounds awesome.
We just
Sounds
got this
delicious.
man's entire life story in one Facebook post.
I love people like that. I love people who they're like, you need to know everything about me right now.
It's like, yeah, I've had some bar fights and I'm single and I'm looking for love, and also I want to be cooking a porchetta tomorrow. You want some?
That's awesome. Why does chickens beak each other?
With old people and chickens.
They own them.
Why does chickens beak each other?
Like I'm probably
You mean
going
pet?
to, because the eggs are so expensive, I'm probably gonna buy chickens after I move into my
Oh,
house.
you one of them dang liberals that thinks eggs are more expensive now. I'll have you know I bought 2 eggs for $28 at Walmart the other day, and it was perfectly fine.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, so I'm gonna buy some chicken because it's easy. Like you just give them some feed and you let them exist, and then they make you egg.
Yes.
Oh yes.
I mean, basically.
Yes!
Oh no.
1 Corinthians 15:1
Oh,
through
gosh.
58. The resurrection of Christ.
Oh my
Let
god.
me now remind you, dear brothers and sisters, of the good news I preached to you before. You welcomed it then, and you Blue Cross Blue Shield.
Just posted a picture of his insurance card.
We know everything now.
And I'm pretty sure that the person who posted this blacked that out.
Oh, that's awesome.
I'm going to teach you about 1 Corinthians today. Also, and just in case you need it, here's my insurance card.
Whoa!
Hey, this is Hardin County,
Big
Kentucky.
brain moment.
Please take
Right?
my word for it. They stole $1,700 from myself and my husband. I attached a copy
no.
of a portion of the bogus contract approval just so you can see how Gatsu will take their scam, act where all that they still had balls to
Oh my
ask me for another
gosh.
$950. They are liars and thieves. Please don't let them do this to you. The zip code listed on the location isn't correct. The actual address is. Please be careful and don't let their age fool you. They screw you. Dwat is fast.
Twat. That's actually another way to say what? Oh, here we go.
What?
Here we go. Obituary for Leonard.
God, why don't people proofread their shit before they send it? Come on, people.
At funeral home.
Thank you, Velma. We had a great celebration for him today.
Celebration of one's life is awesome. We all know he is in a better place than this old screwed up world.
Love this. This is great. A+ obituary.
Yes, like your buddy Leonard.
Your butter.
Your butter.
Leonard the bird. Too many handyman ads, not enough for sale.
Only $2. I thought this was a sales site. All I see is ads for handyman.
Why did you make a whole list?
Including a random picture of handyman.
Oh my god.
In my new hometown in Ocala, Florida, my father and grandfather would be furious. Yes, I moved some down
What on
here
earth?
with us.
What?
What is that creature?
I don't know. Animal.
More important, what
It's a
picture
deer.
is this?
Some kind of deer.
Also, you can't have a new hometown. Like, you're always gonna be from somewhere.
This is the wall of a Cracker Barrel,
Yeah.
first of all.
This will make some people really mad. We should dedicate a month to veterans before we have a Pride Month.
Oh my gosh, there is a veterans. I'm pretty sure they have.
I think it's a moose.
Oh yeah, or that. I'm pretty sure they do have that for veterans. You guys just need to actually research before you start shooting your mouth off.
Absolutely, there should be a Veterans Appreciation Month. Shameful there isn't, and there are plenty
Yes,
of
there
months
is.
to go around, as they say. It's not pie.
National Military Appreciation Month is May.
There you go, right there.
I'm torn between giving a ham sandwich or a turkey sandwich for lunch today.
I'm splitting the difference. I'm having chicken and noodle soup. Yum.
Ooh, I like that they're separate for some reason.
Chicken, noodle soup. Nicole, stop stalking my page, weirdo. You said die like my mama, and you spit in my son's
Spin my son food.
Me and my
What?
son's name is food.
Do you think all those guys are getting ready to start race like we did down there in the 70s? Does anybody else remember our police officer and buddy called Skinhead? That's what
Oh.
we named him, because he used to make his pour all our beer out in the gutter, and we cried.
What?
Oh, I love stories from my grandparents' childhood. Always such wholesome memories to reflect on.
Awesome. So if you guys liked that,
oh my lord,
we want to do more like shorter, fun videos where Brent and I just find crap to make fun of. Let us know what subreddits or funny things you would want us to do or look at.
Give us some recommendations. This is great.
Been an honor. Have a day.
Yes, have a day. I love Microwave Society. I'm so glad I found them. Okay, what's next? Oh, there's another Lost Media
Microwave Society are definitely something else, LMAO.
Yeah. Definitely got my kind of humor. One of my kinds of humor. Lost Media found on YouTube, featuring Blame It On George, or Jorge, however you say it.
In 2012, Lost Media sleuths began searching for the elusive Clockman, an animated short that terrified kids in the 70s and 80s. It became an urban legend of sorts, and at times, people doubted whether it was real or not. It took 5 grueling years, only to be revealed it was sitting on YouTube.
And we can thank them for that Christmas
review. This is far
review.
from the only time.
Oh yeah, y'all. Yeah, y'all remember the Christmas one where they had that one toy that just had me crying, laughing.
A mystery was solved this way. I thought it'd be fun to share some other pieces of Lost Media that were found on YouTube. Of course, with the help of Blame It On George.
Hey,
before we get right into
George.
it, you do need to be on the internet if you're
AKA
finding
they
Lost
hit the
Media on
Pentagon.
YouTube. So that.
Oh yeah, well the first one where Brent just like, ah! He just screamed and made it, and then like, oh god, they hit the Pentagon. I was thinking I don't think I've clipped that moment yet. I should clip that because that's definitely one of my most memorable stream moments.
That's why it's important to use today's sponsor, Private Internet Access. Private Internet Access is a VPN that'll protect you while online. I'm sure most of us have heard the definition of a VPN, but it stands for Virtual Private Network. And they hide your IP address and keep your internet connection safe through an encrypted tunnel. While your data is always at risk of being stolen if you aren't using a VPN, it's especially important while using public Wi-Fi, like in a coffee shop or
They hit the Pentagon definitely takes the cake as the most memorable.
Is that you have 91 countries and all 50
I love
US
seeing
states to choose
people
from.
mess with those
You can change your IP
toys that
address
repeat
to
what you
anywhere
say.
and get access to things you wouldn't normally be able to. The most common ways I've used this benefit is to listen to a song that was released earlier in a different country, or being able to watch every Final Destination movie on Netflix, which aren't available in the US.
It's so funny.
Go to piavpn.com/KylieBoggly for an 83% discount. That's just $2.03 a month. And you'll get 4 extra months completely for free. There is a 30-day money-back guarantee if you aren't satisfied. Now, let's get right into it. Did you ever watch Disney or Nickelodeon
Final
Illuminati
Destination.
conspiracy videos back
Gotta
in the
get
day?
ready for the
I know
new
I
one
did.
next Friday.
They'd compile
Oh yeah, that's right. That new one's coming out. Yeah. Oh, it's gonna be hard watching it without the great Tony Todd somehow involved.
instances of satanic symbolism and subliminal messages, like this Zack and Cody clip where it quite literally says Illuminati on the chalkboard, or the Dora theme song being evil because when you reverse it, it says, "Hail Satan, yeah, we're eating poop." In all seriousness, the backwards songs freaked me the f*** out when I was a kid. Something that scared user Deathstroke was a Nickelodeon bumper that had satanic imagery. They wrote, "This usually pops into my head every now and then.
I'm seeing
when I
it
was
just
a kid,
to see
somewhere
the goat
between
one more
2003
time.
and 2006, I remember
Yeah.
seeing this weird pre-ad on Nickelodeon during a Thanksgiving special, where the screen got splattered.
Wait, is he in that new one? Was he in the new one?
With a bunch of eyes. What I remember from my memory is watching The Wild Thornberrys. Then, somewhere after that, was the screen being covered in eyes. Hoping someone here might remember this or help me find actual footage. They were able to find a reference to it, with screen caps, on a website talking about Nickelodeon and Satanism. Last night, Thanksgiving 2005, my brother was watching Nickelodeon, and in between the show and a block of
Yes, he
commercials,
got
I
to
caught
film
this.
his scenes in the new
segment
movie
consisted
before
of a
his
little girl
passing.
Oh, good. That's even more incentive to go watch it.
Walking onto a stage and flipping her eyelids inside out to applause. Then, as she walked off the stage, the Nick logo splattered onto the screen. This time, with a ton of all-seeing eyes flying around. The flipping eyelids trick skeeves me out. I'd imagine
Yeah, I
that
hate
is
that
much
shit.
more creepy than Illuminati eye triangles. But these photos appear to be its only documentation, and OP wanted to track down footage of the full ad. It became known as The Eyes Have It, due to a YouTube video from 2016 that was a slideshow of the images. All That 182 on the Lost Media Wiki forums asked about it a year before these Reddit posts, and said it aired for a few months in 2005, then was removed after a parent complained. Gilby1385 commented, I remember seeing the eyelids bumper in a compilation video around 2011 or so. There was no applause contrary to what the description said, and a woman says, "We'll be right back," just before the Nickelodeon logo appears. It took some years, but in January of 2023, it was finally found in a video titled Nickelodeon Commercials, November 11th, 2005.
Oh, I hate that shit. Oh yeah, I remember this.
In the era of edgy YouTube, Filthy Frank, now known as Joji, reigned supreme.
Yeah, baby.
On January 14th,
I still can't believe the news of
he
his passing was the day that I finally got to see Venom and came back home only to find about his passing. It definitely hit me hard.
Yeah. So sad. I still think Dead by Daylight needs to add Candyman to their killer roster in his honor.
uploaded the video, How to Pick Up Women in 30 Different Cultures.
Stop! It's not you. It's me, Mario.
39 seconds in, he teaches how to pick up a woman in Kenya by dancing to a song. People wanted
And
to
he
know
was
what
still
it was
the best
and
voice
hear
of Venom
more
in
than
the
30
Spider-Man
seconds
2
featured.
game.
But after
Ooh.
so many inquiries in the comments, Joji added closed captions saying, "Don't know the song name, stop asking."
Uh-oh.
Naturally, you could assume he just chose a random song while editing the video and forgot the title. Thus began a very long search for the Filthy Frank Kenya song. It was discovered that a video posted in 2015 had the song in it as well, albeit of the same 3 seconds.
Is that the Welcome back to the rice fields guy?
But just in case he knew what
Probably,
it was,
yeah, I think
comments
so.
fled in asking about it. Mate, I bought this song on Deep Web. It cost me £10. It's pretty obvious that he took the audio from Joji's video, and this turned out to be a false hope. Although
Well,
it's
damn.
used in the Kenya segment, the lyrics are Luganda, a language commonly used in Uganda.
No wonder
It
he looks
translates
familiar.
to, "For unto us a child is born, unto us a son is given."
Man, I can't believe there is a generation of kids who don't know that Joji is Filthy Frank.
Likely having to do with the Isaiah 9:6 Bible verse. Figuring out it was probably a Ugandan gospel was super helpful, but years
Yeah.
passed and it still couldn't be found. If only it was as easy as searching for Ugandan gospels. Foreshadow. In December 2023, NB Duckman made a video on the search and offered a $300 bounty for anyone who could identify it. Damn Peggy thought it was worth a shot and started with a simple search for African Gospel on YouTube while utilizing the before date function. They hoped it'd turn up the same results Joji got while he was looking for a song to use in his video. They heard an East Ugandan song with a similar vibe, so typed East Ugandan Gospel before 2013. Lo and behold, there it was.
Hey!
Katanda Alina Way by David Sanjay C.
David Sanjay C. New style. Omwana tuzaliddwa, omulenzi atuweereddwa, obuyinza buli mu mikono gye, Katonda w'amaanyi.
In an interview, David said the melody for the song came to him in a dream, where a choir was singing the chorus. He woke up, wrote and produced it, then posted it to YouTube. Feels very serendipitous that someone dreamt up a song, then it turned into this huge mystery, only to be solved so easily.
Funny that.
Hollywood Horror was an alleged 2005
Hey,
slasher
there's
film
George.
featuring Tia and Tamra Mowry. Despite mentions of its existence,
It's pronounced Maori.
there was no solid proof of its existence. The main reason why anyone even took notice of it was because articles and Wikipedia claimed that Tia met her husband on the set. It said they met in 1999, putting this movie in production for a lengthy 6 years. Then, it never saw the light of day. There wasn't some grand search for this movie, more so a general confusion that surrounded it, since if you ever looked it up, you'd realize there wasn't any way to watch the film. On March 9th, 2022, it was randomly leaked onto YouTube by the channel Flick Vault Full HD Movies for free. It's still unknown how they obtained it. It's definitely a real movie and just never received an official release.
Oh.
By watching the first few minutes, it isn't difficult to imagine why. It's described as an ironic, self-aware horror film though, so maybe it could have ended up being one of those so bad it's good classics. Fake Voorhees, who left a 2-star review on Letterboxd, wrote, quote, Hollywood horror is a mystery, not the plot, the movie itself. Was this thing ever actually released? There's no poster, no trailer, no evidence of a VHS or DVD release that I can find, but IMDb has a general US release date of 2005 listed. A 2005 release makes the on-screen dates of events occurring in 2007 seem odd. There's no reason for this to take place in the future. As stated earlier, it was filmed in 1999, making it even more strange that it takes place in 2007.
Huh.
They continued, quote, looking into the lack of background info on this was more interesting than the movie itself. It has a promising setup of the slashing occurring at a horror movie themed party in a creepy abandoned building, where a woman was burned alive years before. The slasher pieces are all there, but they're a little warped and don't fit together right. The promised party never occurs, leaving the characters wandering the empty building, endlessly searching for the party. The killer's outfit looks like a discount Halloween costume. The kills are mostly done in a comedic fashion. A dead man smiles, an amputated hand gives the finger, a decapitated head talks, someone gets flushed down the toilet, but they aren't very funny. A perplexing piece of media that was once lost and is now readily available on YouTube, with seemingly no explanation as to why.
What?
I know, right? Oh yeah,
in
this one.
2017, attempts to find a lost commercial started to make the rounds on Reddit. It was said to be horrifying and from 2000 or 2001. They were advertising some sort of food/protein bar, and the premise was that someone was at a gathering, and a friend asked if they wanted junk food. Then all of a sudden, that friend looked like some sort of demon staring right into the camera. It was truly startling and horrifying, and no one else seems to remember these existed. If it wasn't for one other buddy who claimed to have also seen these, I might write them off as a hallucination. 3 years later, another user returned to Tip of My Tongue looking for the same ad. Their boyfriend's parents recalled seeing it once at night and added that it took place at a baby shower. The detail they remember the most is that the lady turned into some freaky demon before being handed the candy, then she calms down. Although they remembered it being candy, every other mention of it recalled it being a protein bar. It was known as the lost Demon Lady commercial. As the search gained traction, several people claimed to have seen it, and there was even word of a second version of the ad. This one was on an airplane, and after the flight attendant keeps offering a snack to the passenger, turns into the freaky demon. Both versions were later confirmed thanks to finding a 2001 Google Groups forum talking about them. But unfortunately, this was literally a thread trying to figure out what brand it was. It pointed us in the right direction though, since they said the product was a low-carb bar. If it was narrowed down to a specific brand, it'd make searching much easier. Finally, in 2021, 4 years after the initial Reddit post, and 20
Since
years
when did
after
Sarina
the
made a
Groups
Halloween
thread, it
candy
was
commercial?
identified as an ad.
Yeah, I remember when I first heard about this before they found it. I was like, I think that does kind of sound familiar, actually. That was one of the ones that I'd actually heard of.
Ad for carb solutions. And found in the 2011 video, March 9th, 2001, CBS/WBBM ads, part 3.
Jeannie, these are really good. Have you tried one? Oh, I shouldn't. I'm on this whole low-carb thing. Oh, I read about that. It's so cute.
Not as cute as these pigs in a blanket.
Come on, Jeannie. Ditch the diet. You know, I'll just have this.
Oh.
Now it's easy to be good and stick to your low-carb diet with Carb Solutions.
It's so random.
Carb Solutions. It's good to be good.
I could see like
Over
a younger.
year later in June 2020.
Yeah, I could see like a younger person.
Somebody
getting...
call Ashra to get her sister.
Yeah, I could see like a kid getting freaked out by that, of course.
22, the airplane variant was found.
Oh, I didn't know they found the airplane one.
No, thanks. I'm watching my carbohydrates.
Everyone else is eating it.
No, thanks.
So, snack mix? Come on, take the snack mix.
Grrr.
Thanks. I'm all set with this.
Okay then.
Now it's easy to be good and stick to your low-carb diet with Carb Solutions.
Marking the entire mystery as solved. In November 2020, a user posted this to r/obscure
Don't let
media.
Homelander
When
hear the
Windows
word
XP
airplane.
was released in Israel,
Oh, no.
Microsoft Israel produced a short stage musical with 30 dancers about Windows XP for the launch event. Reportedly, it was a very cringe-worthy affair, but sadly, no footage of that has surfaced ever since. At least all of the songs have survived, and linked the 24-minute soundtrack from the 2001 musical.
Why was there a musical for Windows XP?
Microsoft creating a full-fledged musical complete with dancers is a pretty bizarre way to promote the release of Windows XP. But it seems
Right.
stranger to me that they'd put effort into composing and choreographing this
Beats me, buddy.
than never making it available to the public. Obscure media is for sure an accurate description because there's little to no information on the production, and it was thought to be entirely lost. It's considered an industrial musical, which was a genre popularized in the 50s. They were musicals performed either for employees to create a team feeling or to promote a company. From the 50s to 80s, they were a more common form of entertainment.
It was the
but
best
by the
version of
2000s, they were
Windows.
practically unheard of.
Oh, hey, I
It
weeb.
was starting to become more clear why it was impossible to find. The musical was not well received at all. A 2001 article
Damn.
described it as the embarrassing high-tech event of the year, or
Oof.
of the millennium.
Damn.
This poor reception is presumably why Microsoft tried to cover it up, so to speak, hoping everyone would forget about it. If there's one thing we do know, the internet does not forget. The songs were found on the Wayback Machine, but footage remained missing. On December...
Yeah, as Ferb put it. Fame is fleeting, but the internet is forever. Oh, and I'm so sorry my avatar flipped out when I tried to say that.
December 12th, 2023, it was discovered that the product manager uploaded the full thing, and its runtime is 1 hour and 38 minutes. She
Seriously?
posted it all the way back in 2017, but it was under the title Windows XP Anat, her first name. Realizing the public had found her video, she immediately privated it, but of course it had already been downloaded and was re-uploaded by another channel.
Yep.
השנה, 2001.
What the
הטלטאביז, אני בטוח שטינקי ווינקי...
Tinky Winky!
As much as I'd love to give a thorough synopsis, it sadly doesn't have English subtitles.
It's an operating system. Why do you need a musical production for it?
If you've heard of lost songs like Everyone Knows That, or pretty much any others, you're likely familiar with What's That Song, a site dedicated to identifying music. It launched in June of 2006, and 3 months later, user Lorraine uploaded this 15-second snippet, wanting to know what it was called.
Sounds nice, I like it.
It flew under the radar for 17 years, until YouTuber Q posted it to her channel. She shares unidentified music usually every single day, hoping it'll get the word out and get them solved. The clip was given the placeholder title Tension Rising in the Air and garnered over 100,000 views. It quickly became sought after, and people wanted to figure out what it was. Lorraine never specified where their sample came from, and it's such a short clip, so there wasn't a whole lot to go off of. Looking up the lyrics didn't bring any results. It couldn't be Shazammed, and the search never had any tangible leads. It was just the occasional person thinking they'd heard it somewhere before, theorizing a movie might have been in, or trying to find artists that sounded similar. It seemed like nothing was helping to find it.
Oh, my
There was a
headset's trying to
subreddit
die on me.
dedicated to the song, and user CoolKatum made a post in July 2024 asking about the progress so far. User Chester the Chester responded, quote,
No, OBS,
"There's no
don't do this
progress,
to me."
basically. Couple of movies debunked, and that's it, unquote. Literally 20 days after this comment, user NCC_1701_alpha was watching old BMW Z3 ads on YouTube. To their surprise, Tension Rising started playing in the background of one of the commercials.
Okay, it reconnected.
A longer version
Whoa.
of the ad was found, featuring the entire song.
Here I am.
Theorizing
good.
the title could be
Sorry about
Into
that,
Paradise.
OBS.
A Discord search member searched
like,
for that on
brain
Gmail,
farted.
a music database. It was correctly identified as Into Paradise by Michael Hoffman and Martin Nethercutt. A lost media mystery unexpectedly solved, thanks to watching BMW commercials on YouTube.
Got me worried there.
Yeah, sorry about that.
Go to Your Box was a lost PSA that many remembered and searched for over the years, but it could never be tracked down. I talked about it in another video because at the time it was still lost.
You're all good.
User Rao315.
Oh no! Hang on, hang on. Oh, okay. Well, we're probably gonna have to call it after this video because my headset died and OBS is trying to crash on me. But we've been going for like almost 2 hours, so I think that's good. So let's just finish this video.
Hoping someone could help them.
Dang.
It was about the dangers of internet gambling and aired in Michigan, likely in other states as well. It had a family who was homeless because their son had gambled tens of thousands online.
Oh.
They're sitting in what looks a lot like a dump, with cardboard boxes strewn about everywhere.
Go to your box,
The mom
Johnny.
and dad are talking about how they lost their home, car, and savings, all because their son gambled on the internet. When the son pleads, "I told you I was sorry," the dad says, "Go to your box." The line, "Go to your box," was absurdly funny to them and became a running joke amongst their family. Most of the replies in this thread are people coming across the post while trying to find the commercial. But a decade went by and no one was able to. I've searched and searched for it, no luck. It's probably on someone's VHS tapes rotting away.
Most
a user
likely,
commented.
yeah.
Trying to look it up wouldn't lead you to the ad, but it had been brought up all over the internet. And there's an article from April 20th, 2000 that confirms its existence. Although there's a transcript of the
April
dialogue,
20th.
they added,
420.
IGN obtained videotapes of the 30-second ads. However, a request to air them online was denied. It was incredibly strange to me how such a remembered thing seemed impossible to find. Search efforts aside from scouring the internet included emailing the Michigan Department of Community Health and Michigan Association of Broadcasters, and submitting a FOIA request. However, nobody received a response. Roughly a month after I featured it in a video, it was at last spotted on an upload of the 2001 AFC Championship, 2 hours and 42 minutes in.
We lost our home, our kids' college fund, our retirement money, all because our son gambled on the internet.
I said I was sorry.
Go to your box. Internet gambling. It's a scam. If you play,
How about
you
that?
pay.
It was discovered by Rebecca, who describes herself as a shitpost musician known under various aliases, including DJ
Let's go
Poop.
gambling.
So thank you to her.
Oh, dang it.
Aw, dang it.
Peppa Pig was released in the UK in 2004, but in 2002 a pitch pilot was made. It isn't uncommon for these to not be available, but that doesn't stop people from wanting to find them. It was screened at a convention in Wales, and the only evidence
Sorry, I
of
had
it
to do the
was an
daddy pig
extremely
snort.
short snippet from an Australian Nick Jr. promo. For whatever reason, it was shown for seemingly the second time ever at the London Animation Club in 2017, and someone in the audience decided to record the screening. They uploaded the footage to YouTube, and although this first upload was eventually taken down,
Aw.
it was of course saved by archivists and re-uploaded.
Well, yay.
Dang, I didn't know Peppa Pig was made for that long. I thought it would be a 2010 decade cartoon.
Right? I thought it was fairly recent.
Oh dear.
If you jump in puddles, you must wear your boots.
The
Well,
lost
this
pitch
is
pilot for
something.
Ben and Holly's Little Kingdom is also featured in this video, which is a nice addition. I hope you enjoyed this video. I've
We did.
honestly always loved when it's discovered that a piece of lost media was just sitting on YouTube. So I really wanted to make a video dedicated to it. Thank you to Blame It on George for being a part
Yeah.
of this video, and thank you.
सर आज जो मूवी हम देखने जा रहे हैं वो एक कार्टून मूवी है और अपने जमाने की
Pause, damn it. Alright. Oh, so yeah.
Well, this was fun. Buddy officially made it this far.
Yeah, you stuck around for the whole thing, thanks. And you were quite chatty and talkative. Thank you so much for that. Need more, I need a more chatty audience. I like it when you guys chat. Anyways. Oh, sorry about my.
Yup, anytime.
Sorry about my jittery avatar you guys had to deal with. Yeah. So, thank you so much for joining me on another.
Sleep well, buddy. Much love.
You too. Thank you so much for joining me on another Saturday chill stream. A late one, but yeah.
Was a little late, but happy I joined.
Yeah.
Bye ya.
Bye ya.
My pleasure.
So yes, as you know, the links for my YouTube and my Discord will be in the on my Twitch page. So please join those. And I'll see you in the next stream. Love you guys. Bye. Ooh, Johnny, don't bump my hand, man. I'm trying to hit stop. Bye bye.